Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Megan. This is Ethereal Orb Art. And Arteza sent me some goodies because they have some new products. If you're not familiar with their acrylic paint, they have really great paint and it's wonderful for pouring. So they now have a line of, this was really exciting, 36 all metallic acrylic colors. They are so pretty. These first two lines here, you can see, these are just a few of them. Now, if anybody knows where I could find this pearl pink, get that where the light's shining on it, in a lipstick, or maybe even a little more orangey, I'm like, oh, that would make a little more orange than that would make like the perfect lipstick or lip gloss or something. But anyway, I digress. So this is their pearl pastel green, pearl lilac, their pearl turquoise, which is just gorgeous, pearl canary yellow, pearl magenta, pearl strawberry, this is really going to be a tongue twister, pearl royal purple, really pretty if you are into purples, and then their pearl pink tulip. And as you can see, there are 36 colors all together. You've got your normal metallics and then a whole range of metallic colors. Just super, super pretty. Most of them are semi-transparent. They have them right here, these little boxes. If they're half filled, they're semi-transparent. If they're all the way filled, they are opaque. And if it's just an empty square, they're completely transparent. But I don't think any of these are. So anyway, here they are. Super, super pretty. Here is pearl magenta right out of the tube. Let's see if we can get that in the shot. So what I really like about Arteza pearls is that, or metallics, is that they mix very, very well, and they mix in a pour really well. And I know some metallics, there are some issues. So if you have issues with metallics, but you like to use them, you might want to give this a try. Now, Arteza is being wonderful and offering a 10% discount until May 10th. So check that description bar below and you will see a link where or a coupon code where you can get that 10% off. They also have free shipping all the time, which is one of my favorite features. So here are some of the outdoor acrylics. So I didn't say what they were. This is a line of 20 outdoor acrylics. Water-based, scuff-resistant, self-sealing, indoor and outdoor use, and non-toxic. And there's some neons. There's a shocking pink and an electric yellow. They're neon. And they have a gold in that. This papaya whip, which is really pretty. Persian green and jungle green. The Zaffle, which is really a phthalo blue. And some other colors, just to show you what these look like. These are in tubes. And these have, how much do these have in them? I'm sure it's on here somewhere, but I'm not seeing it. But anyway, so here are some of the colors. There's the gold. Oh, no, that's Dijon, sorry. That is Dijon. Let's see. Here are the neons, fluorescents. If you grew up in the 80s and 90s like I did, that might appeal to you or might bring back bad memories and nightmares. Either way, there's the papaya whip. I really like that. I can't wait to use this papaya whip in something. I'm not sure what I'll use it with, or if I'll use it in a pour or an abstract, but it's just a really lovely color. So if there's something on here in this set that you want to see me use, or a color you want to see in a pour, let me know. I'm definitely going to be doing like a swirl or something, I think, with the metallics coming up. I will be using those metallics a lot coming up because they're just really pretty. And they also have these canvas panels in several sizes. So you might want to check them out. Use that coupon code to stock up on all your painting supplies. I'm going to do an Easter painting today using the metallics and the outdoor paint. So I will be right back. I'll get everything set up and I will be right back to do that. Okay guys, so I'm going to do a dip with some of these colors. I have a 10 by 10 Arteza canvas panel and a tote lid, and I've mixed up some of the, that could have used a little bit more mixing, couldn't it have? That's right. Some of the magenta, and I added some white, that white pearl to it, just to lighten it up a little bit. I have some of the, what was this one called? The green. I can't remember what that one was called now. I'll have them all listed, the ones I'm using. And I mixed up some of the canary yellow. This is the turquoise. Running out of room here. And it's really pretty purple. And they're all mixed with about 1 part paint to 2 parts Floetrol and just a little bit of water. I do not have silicone in them. So what my plan is for this is I want to do a dip in the center, and then I'm going to use some of the outdoor paint to make it look like grass and a sky around an Easter egg. Since it's Easter, I thought I would do a Easter egg just to like put up around the house. My kids would think that was fun. So I'm thinking I don't need to cover this whole panel because, like I said, I'm going to make, I'm going to paint around the Easter egg shape. So I need it kind of towards the top and the bottom, but not as far out on the sides. So I'm just going to start pouring, and if you've not done a dip before, they come out so beautifully. I'm going to put the yellow kind of in the center. They have a really feathery look. I have one here, but can't really get to it. So they're really pretty. And they have a really distinct kind of feathery look to them. So I thought it would be neat for an Easter egg. Like the, oh, no, I can't think. The shaving cream Easter eggs is kind of what I was thinking it might look like for this technique. I have not personally done the shaving cream Easter eggs, but I've seen them on Facebook and such. All these fun things we have to find with YouTube and all of that. Okay, I don't have any turquoise on here yet. And you don't need a whole lot of paint for this because it does squish. And I'm not trying to get, I don't have any silicone in it or anything. I'm not trying to get cells. So I'm not, being super heavy-handed with this paint. I am going to spread it out a little bit. Actually, I could, let's see if I can tilt without making a huge mess. Okay. So there we go. Tilt side to side a little bit. We want good coverage, so I don't want the paint to be too thin. I might add a little bit more. A bit more of this turquoise. Some more purple over here. I haven't done a dip in a while. Let's see. Might be good. Let's give it a try. I'm going to make an Easter egg out of it, so, we can play around with it a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to stand up. Ooh, and I'm just going to really squish, squish, squish. Squish, squish. Oh. And pull up. Boop. Is stuck. Let's see what we have. Oh, that's pretty. There we go. Lots of interesting little veins there. Okay, so I'm going to let this dry. You can definitely tell that this is very transparent paint. And using 2 parts of Floetrol may be a bit much for this technique since it's not thick. Like if you were doing a regular pour, it would have been fine. For sure, because you see all those thicker areas, you can't see through it. So, but for an Easter egg, I think that's perfect because you can sometimes with the dye see the egg underneath it. They're never really perfectly evenly coated. So I'm going to let this dry, and then I'll come back with the outdoor paints and trace an Easter egg, and we'll see what we can do. And this will be really cool for some jewelry. So I'm going to let this dry and we'll peel it up, and I'll show you that. Hopefully at the same time they will be dry. Okay guys, so my dip is dry, and I have done a chalk outline of an egg. And I did want to show you, get these out of the way, what I dipped on. I'm not trying to pull it up. It's a little thin around the edges, so I'm not going to try and, I don't want to rush it, but although I don't have any big projects in mind for it, but I did want to show you this, how easy this comes up. I'll speed it up so that I don't have to rush this and you're not sitting here watching me peel forever. Okay, that wasn't too bad at all. So I have this nice sheet now of these really pretty colors. I'm thinking some pendants. Kind of boring on that side, but I'm thinking some pendants would be really, really pretty with some of these metallics. So the other thing I thought is I could cut out some little mini Easter eggs and do a second, you know, in a different size to hang with it. So that's an option too. Oops, sorry guys, I just hit the camera. So I'm going to do this kind of fun. My sons, my little ones, were looking at this and asking what I was doing, and then they kind of wanted it hanging up maybe in their room or somewhere where they're, you know, are a lot for Easter. So I'm going to kind of make the background just kind of, not really cartoony, but, you know, a little kid-friendly and fun. Nothing super serious. So I'm going to use this as a palette. And I have this outdoor acrylic in lizard green and jungle green for the grass. And then I've got some of the Olympic blue and marshmallow white for the sky. And I've got these big chunky paintbrushes, and I'm just going to go with the big chunky paintbrush and just slap some paint on here. Can you see this? I don't know what's in here. Yeah, okay, so I'm just going to put some of this on here and on here. Play it by ear. I have some water here, and I also have some Flow-Aid if I need to add it to the water. That helps it stay wet a little bit longer, helps it to smooth on. But I think this is going to be fine without it. I'm not, you know, if I was going to be painting on this, you know, wanting really detail work, you know, with any acrylic paint, I add that if I know it's going to be like a half hour, an hour or something. Okay, so I am probably going to speed this part up too, because, you know, there's nothing super exciting about watching me paint sky and grass. Okay, I'm going to call that good. I think that's cute. Just enough to hang up on the wall for Easter. I think I'll just put a, what's that called? Like a sawtooth hanger on the back of it. I can glue that on and then hang that in my boys' room. So let me know what you think. And actually, as I was painting that, I thought, you know, it might have been a little bit easier if I was trying to make this look a little more professional and less just for my boys' room, to paint the background and then do a pour like this, but, you know, do instead of, you know, do it like a dip and then cut the skin out and glue that onto the background. That might be an easier way to do it if you're thinking about doing something like this. I don't know, something to think about anyway. So the coverage of this outdoor paint was really, really nice, and I didn't have any trouble keeping it wet long enough to manipulate it. Although if you're going to do, like I said, a project where you're wanting to blend with it a lot and for a longer period of time, like an hour or so, I would definitely recommend dipping your brush in some water with some fluid to help that stay blendable a little bit longer. Acrylics are just fast drying anyway in their nature. So anyway, let me know what you think. Don't forget to use that coupon code until May 10th to get some of Arteza's new products or some of their older products, and they're all just really, really nice to work with. Let me know what you think of the Easter egg, and I hope everybody has a blessed and wonderful Easter. We'll see you next time, guys. Happy pouring. Okay, I am going to call that good. I think that's cute. Just enough to hang up on the wall for Easter. I think I'll just put a, what's that called? Like a sawtooth hanger on the back of it. I can glue that on and then hang that in my boys' room. So, let me know what you think. And I actually, as I was painting that, I thought, you know, it might have been a little bit easier if I was trying to make this look a little more professional and less just for my boys' room, to paint the background and then do a pour like this, you know, instead of, you know, do it like a dip and then cut the skin out and glue that onto the background. That might be an easier way to do it if you're thinking about doing something like this. I don't know, something to think about anyway. So the coverage of this outdoor paint was really, really nice, and I didn't have any trouble keeping it wet long enough to manipulate it. Although if you're going to do, like I said, a project where you're wanting to blend with it a lot and for a longer period of time, like an hour or so, I would definitely recommend dipping your brush in some water with some fluid to help that stay blendable a little bit longer. Acrylics are just fast drying anyway in their nature. So anyway, let me know what you think. Don't forget to use that coupon code until May 10th to get some of Arteza's new products or some of their older products, because they're all just really, really nice to work with. Let me know what you think of the Easter egg, and I hope everybody has a blessed and wonderful Easter. We will see you next time, guys. Happy pouring.